please, for the love of God, can we stop giving these people money? How many times do we need to be tricked by the Paul brothers? Because it's getting ridiculous. At some point, we need to realize that everything these people do is fake or a scam. What am I referring to? As many of you probably know, the biggest boxing match of the year as we come to a closeout of 2024 was Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, which 5 years ago is just a schizophrenic sentence. God damn it. Are we on a weird timeline? But yes, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson aired on Netflix. Again, if I got a portal to teleport back to me during 2020 and I was like, this is what will be the thing that's enraged the internet, I would be like, great, I've lost my mind and I'm probably homeless. Phenomenal. But no, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fought on a live stream on Netflix. If you can call it a live stream. One of the most anticipated fights of the year, and Netflix couldn't get a single server to work. Which also, this is like the third time they've done a live stream. I think third time. There was the Tom Brady roast. There was Joe Rogan's just horrible stand-up special. And now there's been Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Every single one of those has been marred by disastrous live stream services. Like, is there not a single person at Netflix that can like reach out to somebody at HBO and say, hey, how's this all work? Like every time it is an unwatchable disaster of a live stream. And I guarantee you nobody will be fired. It was an abject failure from a production standpoint that will result in a net zero loss of jobs. And instead they'll just pitch some new fight between Jake Paul and some other guy. But why am I freaking out for those of you that are not in the know? Sorry for the oblong intro with almost zero explanation as to why I'm screaming in a microphone at a wall right now. The fight, as really anybody could have predicted, ended with a split decision for the judges, and it landed in Jake Paul's favor. Literally, of course it did. All my buddies have been talking to me for like the past like couple months about like, ooh, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think Jake Paul is going to get knocked out by Mike Tyson? There were like a bunch of viral videos of Mike Tyson hitting the bags, looking like a young Mike Tyson, mind you, at age 60. But literally everybody on social media was eating the chum that the Mike Tyson Jake Paul production was throwing out. Ooh, did you see that Mike Tyson slapped Jake Paul? And then everybody just like ignores the fact that not only did Mike Tyson like back away after slapping him, like he didn't continue to try to fight him, but also Jake Paul had zero reaction. I refuse to believe that Jake Paul in a real scenario would not be terrified for his life of Mike Tyson attacking him. There's no way. Jake Paul definitely knew that was going to happen. But Mike Tyson had tricked everybody into thinking that he was going to go in there and knock Jake Paul's friggin' teeth all over the floor. That did not happen. What did happen is there were multiple rounds where Jake Paul and Mike Tyson didn't punch each other in a 8-round boxing match. Mind you, an 8-round boxing match where the rounds are 2 minutes long. What the fuck Chuck E. Cheese ball pit kind of boxing match is this? A 2-minute a 2-minute round? I'm shocked that anybody thought this was a real fight. I was kind of a dick to a few of my friends when they would be like, oh, dude, are you excited for this? And I'm like, hey, snap out of it. Come back to reality where Logan Paul and Jake Paul and the Paul brothers and the Paul family, the Paul clan will not stop lying to people about everything they do. Can we stop giving these people the benefit of the doubt? Everything they do is fake. This was the most staged fight I think I've ever witnessed. It was jarring how fake it was. There's been a couple clips. Remind you, it happened like, what, 2 days ago? I'm recording this on Sunday, so it happened 2 days ago. There's now like a couple clips going around where like Mike Tyson very obviously and clearly pulled punches when he had chances to knock Jake Paul's smug little head off his fucking shoulders. And you might be wondering, I wonder why Mike Tyson would pull any punches. It's a quandary. It's quite perplexing. It could be anything. We might never know. He's getting paid $20 to $40 million off of a fake fight. This fight was genuinely the equivalent of some like boy king, some Joffrey type boy king fighting some gladiator for his birthday. The gladiator can't hurt him too bad, but don't worry, you'll get a good meal tonight. But in this case, the boy king's Jake Paul and Mike Tyson's walking away with 20 million and a black eye. Legitimately, I'm so close to Googling when Jake Paul's birthday is to know whether or not this is a correct conspiracy. Whether or not this was just one big birthday wish for Jake Paul to fight Mike Tyson. I might not be wrong. If his birthday is close, that's what this was. So yeah, the fight sucked. But honestly, the best thing to come out of this whole thing, this whole fake scammed Jake Paul Tyson fight, are the memes. The memes have been primo.
Wow, that was the worst piece of crap I've ever seen.
And the memes honestly give me a little bit of hope because it's like, yes, finally as a people, we are realizing that these celebrity YouTube boxing matches, particularly when they're run by the Pauls, are all a giant scam. And honestly, I would like to blame just the Paul brothers, but can we stop with the YouTube boxing matches? They are the fakest thing on the planet. They take up a year's worth of like virality. Like it's all anybody's talking about. It's all fake beefs. So-and-so coming out of retirement to fight one of the Pauls or some fucking YouTuber. And then lo and behold, the YouTuber wins and the retiree walks away with a cool milli in his pocket. Or there's the other side of the coin where the YouTubers get into the boxing match and then, it was a tie. Looks like we have to do it all over again. Looks like we have to have the exact same process. That literally happened with KSI and Logan Paul. There was this big drawn out fight, big drawn out event, the beef between both of them. And it was a split decision. Looks like fucking nobody wins. We gotta do it again. I genuinely think the second KSI versus Logan Paul was supposed to end in a tie, but there was one of the judges called like a foul, which fucked up the scorecard because the result ended up being so close that if one of them didn't get penalized, it would have been a tie again. It's like, so that they can make as much money as possible. This happens every fucking time. It'd be one thing if at least they were like entertaining fights, but no, it's each time it's like some YouTuber's chance, in particular in Jake Paul's chance, to like cosplay as a boxer. Known scammers, mind you, the Paul brothers, known scammers that constantly are taking advantage of their own audience. It's like their opportunity to cosplay as a boxer and launch some new scheme career into like athletics. I wish it was more like WWE, where it was like, yeah, no, this is all fake. This is all fake. Have fun. It's a circus. This is all bullshit. But no, they try to make everybody think it's serious. It's like, no, this is serious. This is a boxing match. Joe Rogan is like, no, Jake Paul's a serious boxer.
He doesn't fight like a guy who's trying to box in a celebrity boxing match. He fights like a boxer.
No, because
if he wasn't that guy, I'm saying if he wasn't that big YouTube star, and you just saw him as a boxing contender, you'd be like, that dude's got dynamite in his hands.
Meanwhile, Jake Paul's fighting like 90-year-old men, and then he's like calling out actual boxers. It's like, hey, you cannot do both. Fucking fight some sort of like disgraced actor. That would be more fun. Like the Jake Paul Kevin Spacey fight. I would watch the shit out of that. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to say about the fight. That was my little rant I wanted to go on with, like a little bit of hope. The idea that possibly we're finally at the apex of it and we're done with the Paul brothers fights. Probably not, because Netflix probably made a fucking kajillion dollars over this. So there's probably going to be one in like 2 months. So I guess I'll see you guys next time for the Jake Paul Army Hammer fight. I think I would actually watch that. Ah, shit.